Yo, 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 what up, world? It's your girl, Karma Ye, and I am here with the lovely Joe Rivers. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here. How are
Awesome.
you?
I'm doing good. So we are here. Welcome to the Artist Exchange, where you can expect to see quality content and performances from upcoming artists such as yourself. Ms. Joe Rivers here. She is a singer, songwriter, host, and entrepreneur working on a few things, right?
Absolutely.
We could kick it right off and talk about your journey.
Yes.
Where are you on your journey, by the way?
I will say I am now on a journey of incorporating more of the business side of things into my music. I feel like it's really important to know the business as an artist, especially if this is something you're trying to do as a career.
Yes.
Not just a hobby, but a career. It's important to study it.
Yes.
So, that's
When
why.
you say business, are we talking production? Are we talking about royalties and copyright things?
Everything.
Everything.
Honestly, everything. And also like marketing, things for like branding
Very
for
important.
your artistry as well.
Yes.
Like you make money off of that too. Like when you go to these different shows, you might get paid to do the show, and then you also get another paycheck from the money you might make off of your product.
Look
So
at
it's
you.
like now you got to learn how to incorporate those things, because let's say, dang, this person isn't going to pay me that much, but they're going to let me set up my table and sell my goods at their
Yes.
show. So I might wind up walking out of there with 500.
It's a win.
And
Either
you
way.
gave me 100. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah, listen, it's time to make money, make sense.
I love that you just kicking it from the rip with free game
From
for the
the
people.
rip.
You see that?
Absolutely.
She came with gifts. Not only gifts, we're going to check out performance from Miss Joe Rivers here. I don't know why I keep calling you Miss Joe Rivers. Miss Joe Rivers.
I don't mind. I don't
Oh,
mind.
you don't mind?
I don't mind. It's okay.
We
It's
can keep- we
okay.
can keep- Miss Joe Rivers. So I really appreciate the breakdown of that. The marketing, the branding, setting up. It's a lot that goes into being an artist and marketing yourself. Do you work with a team or?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that I have a team, but I do have like certain key players, I'll say. Like I do have a videographer that's on my team. Shout out to True Welch Media.
Shout
My
out to
guy
True
DJ, my homegirl Amanda.
Shout out to them.
Yes, they're incredible. But I have them on the team. Everybody else, I kind of just have to go to as needed. Like
Yeah.
makeup artists, if she can't do it, I got to go to another one. If that
I
one
know
can't do
that,
it, you know how it goes.
Yes, I know that journey
know how
very
it
well.
goes.
Every time I see you on social media, the brand is immaculate.
Thank you.
You are a light,
Aw.
not only with your music, but also with your personality and the content that you post. I was cracking up laughing. I had to tell Joe I was stalking her before this interview because I had to get to know who's coming to sit with me today
Right.
at the Artist Exchange. And I was
Goofball.
it was a pleasure to get to know your internet persona, but you radiate in person as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
So on the journey, definitely getting into the business side, you mentioned that. How do you stay inspired on this journey? Because I see when I went back to do some research on you, I saw you've been in the game for 9 years, and correct me if I am wrong. About 9 years?
I usually don't like to say that only because I kind of was in and out so much in the beginning stages. Like I didn't start being consistent, like consistently going to a studio, consistently performing until 2016.
Okay.
So I don't think that's 9 years. I hope that ain't 9 years already.
Don't make me do math
Girl,
right now
me
in front of the
neither.
people.
Don't
I'm
make
a
me do it.
communicator.
I'm not even going to take the time. I'm not even going to take the time to do it.
Listen, do the math. 2016.
But anyway,
time.
but yes, I've been in the game for a little minute,
Yeah.
and I just feel like I'm appreciative of my journey, and I'm
Yes.
appreciative of my story.
Yes.
And I feel like that makes a better story, and it makes a more knowledgeable and wiser artist at the end of the day, because you've gone through these things. Like me right now, I'm in a place where I want to be successful in business
Yes.
as well as in my artistry. And I don't want to wake up and be just sitting here chasing one particular dream when I have all of these other,
Yes.
goals and talents. So it's like, no, I want to get this money at the
Yes.
end of the day. So I feel like once you have the bag, you can do whatever you want with
Yes.
it. Like you can use that to be your own investor in music.
Yes.
Like, so that's the type of wave that I'm on at this point in time.
I love that.
I'm not going to
Wise.
I'm not broke now. I just ain't got it, but I'm not going to be there forever.
Yes.
Put it like that.
You ain't got it yet, but we're going to look back on this video and it's going to be like, oh, she was on the Artist Exchange? Yes, Joe Rivers, big deal.
And she was, and she said a few things.
Yes. I want to say, I saw you opened up for one of my childhood favorites, Maya.
Yes.
Out in Camden,
yes.
New Jersey. I saw that. I was like, oh, yes. How was that? What was that?
It was dope. That was actually my third time getting to like be on the either not necessarily share a stage. Well, twice share a stage, but once I got to be in her presence and meet her again. But it was dope. Like I just love Maya. And then it was just like, in my head, I was like, yo, third time's the charm. Like the first time she headlined a show at the Waterfront in Camden before, and I got to host that show.
Dope.
So that was that. And then the next time, my podcast, my former podcast that I was on, we got to host and correspond at this big show they had in Philly where she was one of the headliners. Dope. I got to meet her, take a picture there. Then third time, baby, I was on that stage singing.
Yeah, that's
right
dope.
Before she went on stage, I went on stage. It was so dope. It was amazing. And the energy that crowd gave me, I will never forget that. I will never forget that.
I want to say you opened up with was it Keith Sweat?
Yes.
Girl, I'm on your heels. I'm trying to tell you. I was like, yes. I think I shared that video on my personal page. Yeah, I was inspired by that.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's dope.
So that I knew that the event was like an R&B event.
Yeah.
So it was like they're gonna play a lot of 90s R&B. So I'm like, I don't know what this sound system is gonna do. So let me do something to let them know I know how to sing.
Yes.
Like, so it's not any type of like, dag, well, I don't know. Maybe she could sing, but the sound was just too much. No, it ain't going to be no sound issues if I'm singing with no music.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to hear the raw talent. So that's what I gave them. And they was rocking with it.
Yeah, you showed up and showed out.
Thank you.
And speaking of third time being the charm, I feel as though it's good to have those connections, that consistency. Every time you showed up, that's the name now. You got Maya. That's a connection. I don't know how far that goes, but just to be in the same space when you make it, when you are, it's like, oh, I know her. Good people.
Right.
Does her job. Kills it.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So when you said 2016 is when you took the leap and you really went for it. What is your inspiration? We kind of danced around that question.
Right. Yes,
Where do you find your source of inspiration? How do you cultivate that?
Honestly, my inspiration is like being sick of my current situation a lot of times. And don't get me wrong, life will hit you and it'll knock you into depression. Sometimes it'll knock you off of your game. Sometimes, but it's just like once you keep going through those same motions of those unhappy motions day after day after day, it snaps you out of it eventually. And it's like, yo, get back to it, get back to it, get back to it. And you know, even when you have like writer's block, things like that, just switch your environment. Like I gotta leave the house sometimes. I go to the park. I might go here, I might go there just to look at a different view, and it'll give me a different vibe, a different feeling, and then I could finish whatever it was I was writing, you know?
Yes.
Things like that.
That makes sense to me. I can relate to that as a writer as well. The environment definitely impacts your creativity.
Facts.
Definitely. You need that clear space, that energy.
Facts.
Yeah. What else did I want to ask you? If there was something that you can speak to the world, anything about your journey, what you have learned, what advice would you give to the people watching you today?
Never be afraid to invest in yourself. You're not stingy when it comes to the materialistic things that you want. Put that money into yourself. Take a couple months, take a couple dollars, put it into your dream, put it into your hobby. Like you never know what that could become. Just give it a chance.
Yes.
I would say that would be my word.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Believing in yourself. And I love that you talked on the topic of, life seasons, life cycles, the depression, things like that. Because when you are on these journeys, it's not an instant success.
Not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Right.
With the internet, we have these moments where it's go viral and you get a little bit of clout, a little bit of fame, but then it's the next. So, that just led me to another question. How does that feel being an upcoming artist in today's industry? How does that affect you?
Honestly, I had to kind of just tune a lot of it out because I just feel like my journey is my journey. Everybody has their own journey. Just because something happened for this one doesn't mean it's going to happen the exact same way for me. So it's like I got to just, wait for my time and keep developing and doing what I got to do in the meantime, in between time.
Yes, ma'am. I love your mindset.
Thank you.
Get very, very far with that
Thank
mindset.
you.
May I ask, how old are you?
Ooh.
I can't do that.
Oh,
Girl. I need to know. I'm going to ask you behind the scenes because I just want to.
You ask me behind the scenes.
Youthful. You look youthful.
Take a guess.
27?
Oh, she's so sweet.
Stop it. How old are you, girl? What you drinking?
We gonna chat.
We gonna chat. Okay. We ain't gonna do that. She's drinking from the youth fountain, y'all. If it's over 27, I'm gonna say she's full of it. But we gonna see. It was a pleasure speaking to you and getting to know a bit about your backstory, about where you are now.
Likewise.
Tell the people where they can find you.
You guys can find me on everything at Joe Rivers Music. J-O Rivers Music. Website coming very, very, very shortly. Hey, y'all.
I like that. And we're going to wrap it up and get ready. Stay tuned for a beautiful performance from Miss Joe Rivers here.
Been 6 years, 2 months, 4 days, 8 hours, old cars, stale candy, bouquets, dead flowers. You don't have to lie no more, cause I'm not gonna cry no more. All of these years that I put in this, didn't get anything out of it. You want some childish shit, arguing, having me throwing fits, I gotta call it quits. I'ma let him know, soon as possible, cause I can't go on and on in this misery much longer. He tells everybody I miss everything, but his actions doing different behind the scenes. Baby, I'm done with it, I'm better than this, greater than, and if I should need anything, I'ma get it from another man. I'm over it, 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 I'm over it. First time, mistake, second time, on purpose, made attempts to fix it up, but already broke through the surface. I tried to be patient, now I'm trying to change the station. We ain't relating, so no more relations. Not up for negotiations, and I mean it, baby. Late nights don't pick up the phone. Sometimes you never come home. That's usually, babe. But cool with me. Make sure you keep that same energy when you get down on that bended knee. I'm sure you'll be begging and pleading, and I'ma be leaving. Yeah, it's like that. You blow up on my lines, I never get back. And I heard that you was fraud and it was all facts. And I'm only going forward, never relapse, yeah. You deserved all of my attitudes and all of my little crazy moves. Became the stranger I never knew. Can't handle this abuse, so yes, I'm over it. I'm over it now. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah. Keep on going in circles, we could go our separate ways. No point of constantly hurting and waiting on better days. Karma won't have any mercy, no matter how hard you pray. Don't need anyone to save me, I'ma just walk